Princess Sirivannavari Nariratana, born on January 8, 1987, is one of the most fascinating and contemporary figures of the Thai royalty. As the daughter of King Maha Vajiralongkorn, she carries a legacy that spans centuries of royal and cultural history in Thailand. However, Sirivannavari does not content herself with living in the shadow of her traditions. She has emerged as a modern, innovative and independent figure who represents a new era for the Thai monarchy. From a young age, Sirivannavari was surrounded by a level of luxury and privileges few can imagine. Her education was carefully planned to prepare her for a significant public role both in Thailand and internationally. She studied at some of the most prestigious institutions, where she received training that went beyond conventional disciplines. In addition to her rigorous academic curriculum, the princess was introduced to the world of art and design early on, developing a refined taste that would later define her adult career. However, the princess's life is not limited to being a mere recipient of a royal legacy. She has shown from an early age a strong sense of identity and a striking personality. Unlike other royal figures who are often shaped by their responsibilities and the pressure to follow rigid traditions, Sirivannavari chose to walk a path that balances respect for traditions with a contemporary approach to life. She is not a typical princess. She is a creative force and a visionary who uses her position to influence both the fashion and art worlds. One of the most notable facets of her life is her involvement with sports. The princess is a dedicated athlete, having represented Thailand in various international competitions. She has particularly excelled in equestrianism and badminton, disciplines that require not only talent but also discipline and dedication. These qualities reflect her determination to excel in all aspects of her life, not just as a royal member but as a woman who strives for excellence in everything she does. Princess Sirivannavari is also an international figure. Her education and frequent travels exposed her to different cultures, broadening her perspective and allowing her to become a cultural ambassador for her country. She represents Thailand at global events, where her presence is always noted. With her fluency in several languages and understanding of cultural nuances, Sirivannavari has established a network of influence that goes beyond Thailand's borders. Her role as a fashion icon is another integral part of her identity. Sirivannavari is not just a consumer of haute couture, she is a creator. Her eponymous brand is known for its innovative designs that combine modern style with traditional Thai elements. Every piece she designs is a work of art that reflects her cultural heritage while dialoguing with contemporary trends. Her presence on international runways such as Paris Fashion Week elevated her status from a mere princess to one of the most influential figures in the fashion world. Besides her work in fashion, the princess is also a fervent advocate for the arts. She uses her influence to promote Thai culture in various forms, from painting and sculpture to music and theater. She believes that the arts are an essential means of preserving and communicating cultural identity, and she is dedicated to supporting emerging artists, giving them a platform to showcase their work both in Thailand and abroad. Despite her vibrant public life, Sirivannavari is known for keeping her private life largely out of the spotlight. This balance between visibility and privacy is something she manages skillfully, protecting her personal life from the constant speculation surrounding public figures. This duality, of being an influential public figure and, at the same time, a reserved person, is part of what makes her so intriguing. She exemplifies what it means to be a modern woman in a world of ancient traditions, using her power and privilege not just for her personal benefit but for the greater good of her culture and people. The wealth of the Thai royal family is legendary, and when we talk about it, we are dealing with a fortune that not only sets standards of opulence but also exerts considerable influence in various global sectors. Estimates suggest that the fortune accumulated by the House of Chakri, of which Princess Sirivannavari is one of the heirs, is in the trillions of dollars. This wealth results from centuries of governance, strategic investments, and the accumulation of cultural and historical assets of incalculable value. Princess Sirivanavari's life reflects this immense wealth. From birth, she was surrounded by a level of luxury that few can imagine. The royal residences are the first tangible example of this opulence. The family owns numerous palaces and mansions both in Thailand and abroad. These buildings are not only impressive in terms of architecture, they are true cultural treasures filled with historical artifacts, artworks and furniture that date back to various eras. Each palace is a time capsule that preserves Thailand's history and culture within its decorated walls and grand halls. The royal family's art collection is another expression of their enormous wealth. The princess, with her keen eye for design and art, plays an active role in curating this collection. She is interested not only in classical works but also in contemporary art, promoting a dialogue between the past and the present. Her acquisitions are not just investments. They are a way of preserving and expanding her country's cultural heritage. The collection includes paintings, sculptures, jewelry, and even ancient manuscripts, each piece chosen for its aesthetic and historical value. The royal family's businesses and investments are another pillar of their fortune. The House of Chakri holds stakes in various key sectors of the Thai and global economy. This includes real estate, banks, energy companies, telecommunications, and technology. These holdings ensure a continuous flow of revenue that sustains the luxurious lifestyle of the princess and her relatives. Additionally, these diversified investments protect the family's fortune against economic fluctuations, ensuring the continuity of their wealth for future generations. Although Sirivannavari inherits this colossal fortune, she is not just a passive figure in this scenario. She is an active businesswoman who has contributed to the family's wealth through her own ventures. Her fashion brand, Sirivannavari, is a perfect example of how she combines her passion for design with sharp business acumen. Her collections are sold globally, attracting a high-end clientele that values the fusion of modernity and tradition that characterizes her creations. Luxury is part of the princess's everyday life. She is often seen at exclusive events, wearing creations by renowned designers, often paired with her own pieces. These events, ranging from charity galas to international fashion shows, are both a stage to showcase her sophistication and an opportunity to strengthen her network of influences. But luxury in Sirivanavari's life goes beyond clothing and jewelry. It extends to how she lives, works, and interacts with the world around her. However, despite being surrounded by this opulence, Sirivannavari maintains a balanced perspective on her fortune. She understands the weight and responsibility that comes with such wealth. This is reflected in her commitment to philanthropy and cultural preservation. The princess invests a significant portion of her time and resources into initiatives that aim to improve the lives of others and promote Thai culture globally. She does not see luxury as a mere privilege, but as a tool that can be used to create lasting value. Thus, the path of luxury and fortune of Princess Sirivannavari is not just a story of material wealth, but also of how that wealth is utilized to create something of enduring value. She exemplifies a new generation of royalty who, while enjoying the fruits of centuries of accumulation, are also committed to using their power and influence to shape a better future, both for their nation and for the world. When one thinks of a princess, the traditional image is that of a symbolic figure, dedicated to ceremonies and protocol. However, Princess Sirivannavari Nariratana has broken this mold by establishing herself as one of the most influential figures in the world of fashion and the arts. She is a true visionary who uses her privileged position not only to set trends but also to promote culture and the arts, both in Thailand and internationally. Sirivanavari's passion for fashion manifested early on. She always showed a deep interest in design, which led her to study fashion and design at the prestigious École de la Chambre syndicale de la couture parisienne, one of the world's most renowned institutions in this field. This training provided her with the technical and creative foundation to build a successful career as a designer. Instead of merely consuming fashion like many royalty members, Sirivannavari chose to create her own pieces, expressing through them her unique and sophisticated vision. Her fashion brand, Sirivannavari, is the pinnacle of her creative expression. Launched in 2005, the brand quickly gained notoriety for its innovative creations that blend traditional Thai elements with modern trends. Each of Sirivanavari's collections is a fusion of cultures, a celebration of Thai heritage mixed with Western influences, particularly French, which she absorbed during her years of study in Paris. This is reflected in the elegant silhouettes, luxurious fabrics, and intricate details that mark her pieces. The success of her brand is not limited to Thailand. Sirivannavari has presented her collections at international fashion weeks, such as Paris Fashion Week, where she has been acclaimed by critics and gained a global fan base. Her ability to integrate her country's rich cultural heritage with the demands of contemporary fashion makes her a unique figure in the design world. She is more than a princess wearing haute couture creations. She is a creator who defines what haute couture means in a global context. But Sirivanavari's influence in the arts goes beyond fashion. She is also a patron of the arts and a fervent advocate of culture. The princess uses her position to promote Thai art in various forms, from painting and sculpture to music and theater. She believes that the arts are an essential means of preserving and communicating cultural identity, and she is dedicated to supporting emerging artists, offering them a platform to showcase their work both in Thailand and abroad. Sirivannavari is also a talented curator. She has been involved in organizing various art exhibitions that highlight Thailand's rich cultural heritage. These exhibitions are not just displays of art. They are carefully planned events that educate the public about the country's history and culture while promoting contemporary Thai art. Her curation is always well received, as she manages to balance tradition with innovation, offering a new perspective on what it means to be Thai in a globalized world. Moreover, the princess is deeply involved in music. She is a talented composer and musician, having composed pieces that have been performed on important occasions. Her music, like her fashion, is a blend of Eastern and Western influences, reflecting her multifaceted identity. She sees music as a powerful form of expression, capable of transcending cultural and linguistic barriers. This vision is reflected in her interdisciplinary approach, where fashion, art, and music intertwine to create a complete aesthetic experience. Sirivannavari influence in the world of arts and fashion is an example of how modern royalty can use their position to do more than just symbolically represent a country. She has become a cultural ambassador, a creator, and a patron of the arts, using her visibility to promote Thai culture and elevate art to a new level. Her contribution goes beyond runways and galleries. She is shaping the global perception of Thailand and defining new forms of cultural dialogue. In conclusion, Sirivannavari is not just a princess in the traditional sense but a creative force with a lasting impact on the worlds of fashion and the arts. She exemplifies a new generation of royal leaders who not only honor their traditions but also reinvent them, creating new narratives that reflect both their roots and their vision for the future. She is, without a doubt, a princess for the 21st century. A woman who understands the power of image, culture, and art as tools to influence and inspire. Although Princess Sirivannavari Nariratana is a widely known public figure, her private life is shrouded in mystery and protected with meticulous care. As a member of the Thai royal family, her existence is constantly under the watchful eyes of the public and the media. However, she has managed to maintain a delicate balance between her vibrant public life and a personal life that remains, for the most part, out of the spotlight. This contrast is one of the most intriguing aspects of her personality and her approach to royalty. Sirivanavari's private life, like that of many royals, is governed by strict protocols and a strong sense of duty. She lives in a world where tradition and modernity often clash, but she has navigated this landscape with grace and wisdom. The princess's daily life is carefully planned, with every moment of her schedule reflecting both her royal responsibilities and personal interests. This includes her meetings with dignitaries, involvement in cultural events, and also her leisure moments, which are rarely disclosed to the public. One of the most closely guarded aspects of her private life is her relationship with her family. As the daughter of King Maha Vajiralongkorn, she has a direct connection to power and authority in Thailand. However, the family dynamics within the Thai royal family are kept secret, reflecting the reserved and traditional nature of the monarchy. Little is known about Sirivanavari's daily interactions with her relatives, but it is evident that she maintains a strong bond with her father and other key figures in the royal family, playing a significant role in royal decisions and ceremonies. In addition to her family, the princess is also known to cultivate close friendships, but these relationships are largely kept out of the public eye. Her friendships, often with other influential figures both within and outside of Thailand, reflect her status and globalized lifestyle. However, Sirivannavari is extremely selective about the people she allows into her inner circle, maintaining a small and discreet group of confidants. Despite her privacy, Sirivannavari is a modern woman who does not hesitate to express her opinions and passions. She uses her social media in a limited way, sharing carefully curated glimpses of her life and interests. These posts often focus on her work in fashion and art, as well as her travels and royal engagements. However, it is rare to see any aspect of her personal life exposed on these platforms, which only adds to the mystery surrounding her. The princess is also known for her love of animals, especially horses. Her passion for equestrianism is not just a hobby, it is a central part of her life. Sirivannavari is a skilled rider who has represented Thailand in international competitions. This connection with horses goes beyond competition. She sees them as a way to find peace and balance amid the chaos of her public life. Her horses are often kept on royal properties, where they receive the best care, reflecting the love and respect she has for these animals. The balance between public and private is also evident in how Sirivannavari deals with the media. Although she is a public figure, she maintains strict control over her image. Her appearances are always carefully planned, and her interaction with the press is limited to formal events and special occasions. This contrasts with the celebrity culture that prevails in other parts of the world, where constant exposure is the norm. Sirivannavari opts for a more traditional approach, where mystery and exclusivity enhance her appeal and respect. Despite all the luxury and privilege surrounding her, Sirivannavari maintains a balanced perspective on her life. She is aware of the expectations that come with her position, but she also knows how to maintain a personal space where she can simply be herself. This duality, of being a powerful public figure and at the same time a reserved person, is what makes her private life so fascinating. She is a princess who understands the value of anonymity in a world that often demands the total exposure of public figures. In short, Sirivanavari's private life is an essential aspect of her identity. She exemplifies the ability to balance the demands of a public life with the need for privacy and intimacy. This balance is rare and difficult to achieve, especially for someone in her position, but Sirivannavari does so with an elegance and discretion that only increase the respect and admiration the public has for her. In many ways, she is the modern embodiment of a princess, someone who lives between duty and desire, the public and the private, always maintaining an air of mystery that makes her even more captivating. Although Princess Sirivannavari Nariratana is widely known for her involvement in fashion and the arts, her influence goes far beyond glamour and luxury. She is a dedicated philanthropist and an influential figure in social and cultural issues, using her position and resources to make a positive impact on the world. Her approach to philanthropy is multifaceted, encompassing everything from humanitarian causes to promoting Thai culture on a global scale. One of the central areas of Sirivannavari's philanthropic work is education. She firmly believes that education is the key to development and social transformation, and she has committed herself to supporting various educational initiatives both in Thailand and internationally. The princess sponsors scholarships for talented students who would otherwise not have the opportunity to pursue quality education. These scholarships are not limited to traditional schooling. They also include opportunities in fields such as the arts, design, and technology, reflecting her commitment to developing creative and innovative skills. Moreover, Sirivannavari is involved in programs aimed at improving access to education in underserved communities. She supports schools and community centers in rural areas of Thailand, ensuring that children in these regions have the same opportunities as those living in urban areas. Her work in this field is often done quietly, away from the spotlight, but the impact it has on people's lives is significant. She understands that education is not just a right but an essential tool for empowerment and social equality. Another area of great importance to the princess is cultural preservation. Sirivannavari is deeply committed to protecting and promoting Thailand's cultural heritage. She uses her influence to ensure that Thai traditions, arts, and values are maintained and appreciated by future generations. This includes supporting projects to preserve ancient temples, restoring artworks, and promoting local artisans who keep traditional practices alive in textile production, ceramics, and other art forms. The princess is also a fervent advocate for environmental sustainability. She is involved in several initiatives aimed at protecting the environment and promoting sustainable living practices. Sirivannavari supports conservation projects focusing on biodiversity preservation, habitat protection, and promoting sustainable tourism. She believes that respect for the environment is fundamental to the future survival and prosperity of humanity and uses her voice to advocate for policies and practices that protect the planet. On the international stage, Sirivannavari is a cultural ambassador for Thailand. Her presence at global events such as conferences, exhibitions, and fashion weeks serves not only to promote her personal brand but also to represent and spread Thai culture. She plays a crucial role in strengthening cultural relations between Thailand and other countries, promoting mutual understanding and respect through art and culture. Her ability to navigate between different cultures with grace and ease makes her a powerful figure in cultural diplomacy. In addition to her cultural influence, the princess is also involved in humanitarian issues. She supports various organizations working to improve the living conditions of vulnerable populations both in Thailand and elsewhere. This includes supporting refugees, public health initiatives, and women's empowerment programs. Sirivannavari sees philanthropy as a natural extension of her responsibility as a royal member and dedicates herself to making a difference in the lives of those most in need. The princess also has an innovative approach to philanthropy. She understands that to achieve lasting impact, it is necessary to think beyond traditional donations and create sustainable solutions for social challenges. That's why she supports social enterprises that seek to solve complex problems efficiently and with a positive long-term impact. This approach reflects her view that philanthropy should not only alleviate the symptoms of social problems but also address their root causes. Sirivannavari is also active in advocating for women's rights. She believes in the importance of promoting gender equality and ensuring that women have the same opportunities for education, work, and leadership as men. The princess supports initiatives that aim to empower women and girls, providing them with the tools and support needed to reach their full potential. Her vision is of a society where everyone, regardless of gender, can equally contribute to development and prosperity. Finally, Sirivanavari's global influence is a reflection of her holistic worldview. She understands that as a royal member, she has a powerful platform that can be used to promote positive change. But rather than focusing solely on her own nation, she looks at the global landscape, seeking ways to contribute to a better world. Her philanthropy, like her career in the arts and fashion, is an expression of her commitment to building a more just, sustainable, and inclusive future for all. In summary, Princess Sirivannavari Nariratana's philanthropy and global influence are fundamental aspects of her identity. She is not just a fashion figure or a cultural ambassador but a leader who understands the depth of her responsibilities and uses her resources and influence to promote causes that truly matter. Her philanthropic work and global presence are proof of her commitment to using her privileged position for good, demonstrating that even in a world of immense luxury, it is possible to be a force for social and cultural good. Princess Sirivannavari Nariratana is recognized not only for her elegance but also for her ability to innovate within the fashion world. Her brand, Sirivannavari, is a true laboratory of experimentation, where Thai tradition meets the cutting edge of contemporary design. One of the most striking features of her work is the fusion of traditional techniques with modern technologies, creating a unique aesthetic that challenges conventions and pushes the boundaries of fashion. From the start of her career, Sirivannavari demonstrated a deep interest in preserving traditional Thai craftsmanship. However, instead of merely replicating these methods, she chose to reinterpret them in a modern context. An example of this is her approach to using traditional Thai fabrics, such as silk. In her collections, she combines these silks with technological materials, such as smart fabrics that change color or have wrinkle-resistant properties, creating pieces that are both traditional and futuristic. Another innovative aspect of her approach to design is the incorporation of cultural elements into haute couture pieces. Sirivannavari often uses symbols and patterns from Thai mythology and history, reinterpreting them in ways that resonate with modern audiences. This not only preserves Thai culture but also makes it relevant to younger generations and global consumers who may not be familiar with these traditions. Moreover, the princess is a pioneer in the use of technology in her collections. She was one of the first designers to adopt 3D printing to create accessories and details in her pieces, an innovation that brought a new level of complexity and creativity to her collections. Her technological approach is not limited to clothing design. She also explores the intersection between fashion and technology in the shopping experience, developing augmented reality experiences for consumers to interact with her creations in unprecedented ways. Sirivannavari also has a strong commitment to sustainability in design. In an industry often criticized for its environmental impact, the princess stands out for her conscious practices. She prioritizes the use of sustainable materials and ethical production processes, as well as supporting local artisans who use traditional low-impact practices. Her vision is a fashion that not only delights visually but also respects the planet and its people. Sirivanavari's impact on fashion is vast and multifaceted. She is not just a designer who follows trends, she creates and redefines them, influencing both Thai and global fashion. Her ability to combine tradition with innovation, craftsmanship with technology, makes her a singular figure in the fashion world, a true revolutionary who is shaping the industry's future. In addition to her success in fashion and the arts, Princess Sirivannavari Nariratana is a talented athlete who sees sports not only as a way to stay healthy but also as a means to achieve discipline, determination, and balance. From a young age, Sirivannavari showed a strong interest in various sports disciplines, with a particular emphasis on equestrianism and badminton, sports in which she excelled at a competitive level. The princess's passion for equestrianism is not just a hobby, it is a central part of her life and identity. She began riding horses as a child, quickly developing a deep connection with the animals. Over the years, Sirivannavari trained intensively, honing her skills to the point of competing in international events. Her participation in equestrian competitions is not just a demonstration of her skills but also of her commitment to the sport as a form of personal discipline and excellence. Badminton is another sport in which Sirivannavari has excelled. Representing Thailand in international competitions, the princess brought to the sport the same level of dedication she applies to all areas of her life. She is known for her competitive spirit and her ability to face challenges with determination and grace. Her performance in badminton is not only a testament to her athletic ability but also to her capacity to inspire other young people to dedicate themselves to sports. Sirivanavari's involvement in sports goes beyond competition. She is an advocate of physical activity as a means to improve quality of life and promote mental health. The princess is involved in several initiatives that encourage sports in underserved communities, promoting programs that aim to introduce children and young people to sports as a form of personal development. She believes that sports are a powerful tool for character building, teaching values such as discipline, teamwork, and resilience. In addition to practicing sports, Sirivannavari also uses her influence to promote large-scale sporting events in Thailand. She supports the organization of national and international competitions, drawing attention to the country's sporting talent and putting Thailand on the map as a destination for world-class sporting events. Her presence at such events is always an inspiration to athletes, who see her as a model of dedication and excellence. In summary, Sirivanavari's involvement in sports is an essential part of her life and contribution to society. She not only competes, she leads and inspires, showing that sports are an art form and an expression of inner strength. Her passion for sports reflects her commitment to self-improvement and her belief in the transformative power of physical activity, both for individuals and entire communities. Princess Sirivannavari Nariratana occupies a unique position within the Thai monarchy, one of the oldest and most respected in the world. With deep roots in the country's history and culture, the Thai monarchy has been a symbol of stability and continuity, and Sirivannavari plays a crucial role in modernizing this institution while preserving its traditions. As a member of the royal family, Sirivannavari is seen as a representative of Thailand's traditions and values. However, she also understands the importance of adapting the monarchy to modern times. The princess is dedicated to promoting an image of the monarchy that is relevant to Thai youth and today's globalized world. She uses her position to connect royal traditions with modern aspirations, creating a bridge between the past and the future. Sirivannavari actively participates in royal ceremonies, where she plays ceremonial roles that reinforce the continuity of traditions. These ceremonies are moments of great cultural and religious significance in Thailand, and the princess's presence is always seen as a sign of respect for the country's history and customs. However, she does not limit herself to these duties. Sirivannavari is also an influential voice in redefining the role of the monarchy in a contemporary context. An example of this is her work in promoting Thai culture. Sirivannavari uses her visibility to support and publicize the country's art, music and traditions, both within Thailand and internationally. She sees the monarchy not just as a political institution but as a guardian of national culture, and her work reflects a commitment to preserving and promoting Thailand's cultural heritage. Moreover, the princess has been an advocate for modernizing education within the monarchy. She supports initiatives aimed at updating the educational curriculum in royal schools, incorporating new technologies and teaching methods that prepare students for the future while still respecting Thai traditions and values. Her vision is of a monarchy that not only looks to the past with reverence but also prepares for future challenges with innovation and adaptability. Sirivanavari's role in the modern Thai monarchy is, therefore, multifaceted. She is both a guardian of traditions and an agent of change, someone who understands the importance of the monarchy as a cultural and political institution but also recognizes the need for its evolution. Her work reflects the complexity of the Thai monarchy, which, under her influence, continues to be a relevant and respected force in today's world. Spirituality is a deeply rooted aspect of Thai culture, and Princess Sirivannavari Nariratana, as a royal member, has an intimate connection with the country's spiritual and religious practices. Thailand is a predominantly Buddhist nation, and Buddhism plays a central role in its citizens' lives. For Sirivannavari, spirituality is not just a cultural practice but an essential part of her identity and approach to life. From a young age, the princess was taught the teachings of Buddhism, attending temples and participating in religious ceremonies with her family. These experiences shaped her worldview and profoundly influenced her way of living. Buddhism teaches principles such as compassion, detachment, and meditation, all values that Sirivannavari strives to incorporate into her daily life, both in her public and private spheres. One of the most visible aspects of her spirituality is her participation in religious rituals and ceremonies. The princess is often seen in temples, both in Thailand and abroad, where she participates in traditional Buddhist rituals. These ceremonies are not just public events for her, they are moments of personal reflection and spiritual renewal. Sirivannavari believes that these practices help her maintain balance and inner peace, especially amid the pressures of her public life. In addition to her personal practice, Sirivannavari is also an advocate for preserving Thailand's spiritual heritage. She supports the restoration of ancient temples and the promotion of religious festivals that celebrate Buddhism and other spiritual traditions in the country. The princess sees these efforts as part of her duty to preserve Thailand's cultural identity and ensure that future generations continue to have access to these practices and teachings. Sirivanavari's spirituality also reflects in her approach to leadership and philanthropy. She believes that true power comes from serving others and that leadership should be guided by spiritual principles of compassion and justice. This is evident in her philanthropic efforts, where she seeks not only to help those in need but to do so in a way that respects their dignity and promotes their spiritual well-being. Another important aspect of her spirituality is her practice of meditation. The princess is a dedicated practitioner, using meditation as a tool to maintain calm and mental clarity amid the demands of her busy life. She believes that meditation is essential for self-discipline and self-awareness and often participates in meditative retreats in search of spiritual renewal. For Sirivannavari, meditation is not just a religious practice but a vital part of her routine that allows her to maintain inner peace and resilience. Sirivanavari's connection with spirituality is, therefore, a fundamental part of who she is as a person and as a leader. She does not see spirituality as something separate from her other responsibilities but as the foundation that supports all her actions. Her spiritual life reflects her commitment to Buddhist values, which guide her journey as a princess, cultural leader, and advocate for the social and spiritual well-being of her people. Throughout her life, Princess Sirivannavari Nariratana has worked tirelessly to shape a legacy that transcends the traditional expectations associated with royalty. With a clear vision of the future, she is determined to leave a lasting impact not only in Thailand but also in the world. Her legacy is built on pillars of innovation, culture, sustainability, and compassionate leadership, all interconnected by her deep dedication to her country and people. One of the central aspects of the legacy Sirivannavari wants to leave is the modernization of the Thai monarchy. She believes that for the monarchy to remain relevant, it must adapt to the challenges and demands of the 21st century. This involves not only a reinterpretation of traditions but also greater openness to innovation and inclusion. Sirivannavari works to ensure that the monarchy is not seen as an outdated institution but as a symbol of continuity and evolution that respects the past while embracing the future. Her vision for the future is also deeply tied to the preservation and promotion of Thai culture. Sirivannavari wants to ensure that her country's traditions and arts are preserved for future generations. She sees culture as a living legacy, something that must be constantly nurtured and renewed. The princess has invested in projects that promote cultural education, restore historical heritage, and encourage innovation in the arts. Her goal is to ensure that Thailand continues to be a beacon of culture and creativity on the global stage. Another crucial aspect of her legacy is the commitment to sustainability. Sirivannavari understands that the future of the planet is directly linked to the actions we take today. She has promoted sustainable practices in all areas of her influence, from fashion to the management of royal properties. Her vision for the future includes a world where progress does not compromise the environment but rather values and protects it. She is determined to leave a legacy of environmental responsibility that inspires others to follow the same path. Philanthropy also plays a central role in her vision for the future. Sirivannavari is committed to using her position and resources to improve the lives of the less privileged. She sees philanthropy not just as charity but as an investment in human potential. Her work in education, health, and women's empowerment is part of her strategy to build a more just and equitable future. She wants to be remembered as a leader who made a difference, who used her privilege to promote the well-being of all. Finally, Sirivanavari's legacy is closely tied to her vision of leadership. She believes in leadership that is compassionate, inclusive, and inspiring. To her, being a leader means being an example, someone others can admire and follow. Her approach to leadership is based on spiritual and ethical values, which she applies in all her decisions and actions. She wants to be remembered as a leader who guided with wisdom, who promoted peace, and who always put the well-being of her people first. Ultimately, the legacy Sirivannavari wants to leave is one of transformation and progress. She is not only interested in preserving the status quo but in creating a better future for everyone. Her work in fashion, culture, sustainability, philanthropy, and leadership are all components of a larger vision aimed at building a more just, beautiful, and sustainable world. This is the legacy she is building day by day with dedication, passion, and a clear vision of the future. And so we wrap up our dive into the fascinating and multifaceted life of Princess Sirivannavari Nariratana, a woman who redefines what it means to be a princess in the 21st century, blending tradition with innovation, and using her power and privilege to make the world a better place. Whether through fashion, the arts, sports, or philanthropy, Sirivannavari is an example of how royalty can be a force for good. If you enjoyed this video and want to keep following inspiring stories like this one, don't forget to leave your like. This helps us know you like the content and motivates us to create more amazing videos like this one. And of course, if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, click the subscribe button and hit the bell to not miss any of our upcoming videos. Here we always bring stories that surprise, inspire, and inform. Thank you so much for watching and see you in the next video.